Good morning, everybody. Hopefully, sooner or later, we'll have some people's pop in. I hope everybody's having a good week. Good morning, Gina. I'm trying out my new LTE tablet instead of using my phone. So, good morning, Keven and Miss Kitty. How are you guys today? Anyway, so I was telling Gina that I'm trying out. I got a new tablet. I got it mostly for the kids for school, but it's on my cell phone account, so it's LTE because I have problems with internet here, even though I am in a very good area for internet. Good morning, Gear Gridden. How are you? Anyway, so that's where that is. But I'm trying that, and it's a little bit different. Obviously, everything you use is a little bit different. So that's where that is. But good morning, Disability. She doesn't get to comment. She doesn't comment all the time, but I know she watches she always watches and leaves a really nice. What is your first name, by the way? Comments and leaves nice comments on my videos. Not too bad. Oh, yep. I'm on it. I'm in Washington, so I got up at 6 o'clock this morning and caught Scott live. So I don't always get to catch him because he's good morning, Yvette. He's on at the butt crack of dawn, my time. But Scott's a great person. I love him to death. And he and Joni did a live last night, Ask Us Anything. And she cracks me up. If you've never had the opportunity to meet them, or you ever get the opportunity to meet Scott and Joni, they are a hoot and super smart. Good morning, Cameron. Cameron, I need to get a hold of you, and we need to chit chat so I can show you how to do the Instagram posts that I do. You're in search of a vintage t-shirt. I sold that a lot. Oh, I hate that. It's always a bin or something that you looked in 8 times, but you didn't pick up that one piece that was it was sitting underneath. You used to live in Bremerton? Good morning, David. How are you? I was just talking to my youngest son about you the other day, David. He wants to go to Scotland so bad. He is 38%, 48% Scottish, something like that. His dad's whole family is almost 100%. Anyway, I said, I know some people that live over in that area. And so I was telling him about that you live in North Ireland. Anyway, so have you guys been noticing any estate sales, garage sales in your area, or is it still too early? Cameron, you need to, yeah, I need to get a hold of you. When's a good time to get a hold of you, Cameron? Through IG. We need to plan some trips. There's going to be a really cool estate sale in Wilsonville this weekend. Yep. Anyways, so I have these nice little rays coming down from my lights I tried to fix. Now I'm going to get phone calls. So I went to some. Marie, I didn't see you. You popped in real quick. Good morning. So I have a special guest that I'm going to bring on. I'm so excited. Are you ready? Shake your head. Are you ready? Okay, wait for it.
Subby! I'm not a special guest.
I'm so excited. Last night it was so funny. I sent her the invite, and I said, just in cases you might miss me just a little bit. I was crying real tears, feeling sorry for myself last night. I do that every once in a while. It gets it all.
Do.
Then you feel better for a little while. If I really need a good cry, I watch Steel Magnolias. That does it every time. You're going to be
terms of endearment.
Terms of endearment. That one's good too. And then there's, I think it's, what's the other one with Tawanda? Shoot. That's my other second favorite.
Fried green tomatoes.
Fried green tomatoes. If that doesn't make you laugh and cry, then you got problems.
Yeah.
Oh, heavens.
I'm running late getting in here, so I popped it on my phone. I'm so sorry.
No, that's fine. Oh, that is cool. Did you get that? If you guys, I know a lot of you guys follow Danica, so I'm not even going to say if you guys follow Danica. Did you get that one, Glamping too? Is that a picture?
It's on velvet.
It's on velvet.
Yeah, there was a bed and breakfast that sold, and they were called the Rose Inn, and everything in there was rose themed. And Gail and I got to go in at the very last minute of their sale. They had like one table left of stuff. Yeah, and there was some pretties.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Trying to get back to the office, tripping over stuff.
I do not know why, but for some reason, there it is. I was going to say, when I do a stream and I
here's the camera,
put it out. Sorry, my eyes are. And I put it out. For some reason, I don't see it on my channel until it actually starts in the stream, and I think that's so weird.
Really?
Good morning. Good morning, outdoors. If I miss you, just holler back. I'm not intending to miss you. Jennifer, Miss Jen, good morning.
Good morning, my friend.
So Danica went and did her glamping this weekend with Gail. I don't have Gail's. Gail has a YouTube too, doesn't she?
Yeah, she's Small Town Picker.
Small Town Picker. I need to pull that up. But
we got to laughing so hard because I was telling somebody about it, and I said, "She's Small Time Picker." And she's like, hilarious. "Well, I guess I am small time." There. Now I can.
I was gonna say, what the heck?
Sorry about that.
Good morning, Shelly. How's it going?
I like to be on my computer so I can read everything.
Well, I have my computer over here. Shelly, how's it going?
I like to be on my computer.
Oh, I was gonna say, what the heck? What did I do now? I got these cool blue blocker glasses.
Awesome.
They're not dorky looking like all the rest of them.
I've got some around here somewhere that I should be wearing because they really do help.
You see all these, I can't even figure my own hair out. I need help.
Dude, I don't even want to talk about
just putting that out there for anybody that, Marie, you be quiet, that doesn't already know that. What in the entire fudge? Anyway,
I just landed at the office.
Good morning, Donna.
I got a new t-shirt.
Junkaholic.
I also got a new chair that's a ball, so I'm afraid I'm going to be bouncing a lot because
I bet that's comfortable. I tried out 3 chairs at estate sales this weekend because I'm too cheap to buy a brand new one.
Oh, this one's from Goodwill. It was $6.
And I haven't found one yet, but I'm on the hunt because I'm sure you guys are tired of me rearranging
do it together.
Good morning, Maggie. Good morning, Dragon Value. Isn't that shirt cool, Kevin? Yeah, you need one of those for sure. For sure, for sure. So, Kevin, I got 2 things at an estate sale today. Yes, this weekend. You'll be so proud of me. This is right up Mountain Junker's alley. Fabrella's replacement landing net. Check out the graphics on this.
Down a little bit, over a little bit. Oh, wow.
And then at a different one, let's see. I can't see a dang thing. Big, here, let's do it that way. Big game bag. Permits good air circulation. New heavy duty. I don't know what they consider heavy duty to be because this thing weighs maybe 3 ounces, but they're so cool. The graphics on this came from GI Joe's. Do any of you guys? Did you have GI Joe's down in Texas?
Oh, of course.
That's where
we're talking about the toys.
Get our Nike shoes for school every year. When I was in school years ago, when we rode our dinosaurs to school.
Stop. So, I got a question. Is that for like if you kill an animal, you put it in the bag?
Yeah. You can put it here. Let me read you the instructions. This is hilarious. Gather bag in hands as you would a stocking. Starting at the head, place bag over horns, tie one end of bag between horns. Draw the bag over the animal and knot or pin between the shanks. Excess material can be used for polishing cloth. It's kind of like cheesecloth. That's what it looks like.
Noelle's buying body bags. There's a BOLO.
I got somebody that'll help me drag them into the woods and dig a hole too. Just saying.
Oh my goodness. Oh, so wait, G.I. Joe, I'm thinking toy. Was that something else in your area?
No, G.I. Joe's. And then when Big Five and all those guys came in, G.I. Joe's went out of business. Oh, what? Maybe 10 years ago, Marie? Seems like it was about 10 years ago. I love G.I. Joe's, though. They're very much like Cabela's and, all of that.
Sure.
Yeah, you could get all your sporting goods, anything you ever wanted. Use plenty of garden lime. I took anthropology. I know how to get rid of a body, and I was very good friends with the teacher, and he let me bring Justin to school because Justin was so excited about it. He had all these skulls, and he let me bring Justin, could come to my college class with me anytime I want. I think Justin was, God, that was in 2000. What is it now? Geez, Justin just turned, I can't math today. Justin just turned 35. So that was awesome. Carlene, good morning. How are you? Did you get your package yet? I haven't looked at the tracking. Good morning, Matt. Good morning. So Danica spent all weekend glamping, and I spent the weekend going to estate sales. I actually went to the same estate sale 3 days in a row because there was so much stuff there. Saturday, my youngest son and I went with Emily, and he never gets to go. He's no longer with his girlfriend, so he has a lot of time on his hands. So he needed some stuff for his house, and he was like all over it. And I'll tell you what, that kid sat on the floor in the office, and he and I went through every piece of software that they had. And he goes, Mom, did you see this? This shit that he played when he was younger. He's 30 now. And he's just like, they have Fallout. And so pretty soon he's looking up stuff too. He goes, Mom, this is worth something. Let's put this in the maybe pile. I was just like, because he knows that I make good money. I mean, obviously I don't have another job. I closed my landscaping business. I don't do anything else. Good morning, Jeb. I don't do anything else but this.
Hey, Matt.
So you haven't yet. I'll look up the tracking in a little bit. It should be there soon. That sucker was heavy. I sent her a large flat rate box of makeup. Lots of foundation and stuff. Anything that I didn't have listed yet, or that wasn't Emily's, she got it all. And I know you're going to make some money on it because I just sold it'll come out later this afternoon. It'll either come out tonight or tomorrow morning, my haul or my sales from this last weekend. Just for some mascara that I paid 25 cents for, I got $19.50 plus shipping. Oh, anyway, so those are pretty cool pictures, but I wanted to talk to you guys about what everybody sources different stuff, and I get a lot of comments in my what sold videos about the odd things that I sell, and people, it brings to their attention all kinds of different things that you can sell. So a lot of people know about this. This camera's different. Vintage soap. Vintage ivory soap.
Soap that floats.
I know, soap that floats. You guys would be amazed. I bought a bottle of I bought a vintage bottle of Lysol. It's a little tiny bottle. Was in the box. It was about 3/4 used. And I went to list it last night. This is going to crack you guys up. Let's see. See if I can get this up there for you. This is what it looks like.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just going to go to... $41.97. Wow. I've sent offers out on this for like 20 bucks. Do you guys remember Discovery Toys?
Yes.
I just sold those for $41.
Well, from here, it looked like a bunch of knitting balls.
Oh, it's those little round things that you stick together and you can build stuff. So I went to list this. I'm going to list this. I'm going to try to list this Lysol bottle and show you what it told me. I was so pissed. I redid the listing, changed the category.
Marie said, hold it in front of your nose.
This product may not be sold by sellers may be sold only by sellers with a business account due to concerns that inflated prices by these products may violate applicable laws. Do not relist this item. Guess who's calling eBay today?
What is the item?
A vintage Lysol disinfectant bottle and the box, a collectible. But because it says Lysol and because it says disinfect, I even took that all out of there. I even put it I even changed the category to a category that it still kind of fit in, but didn't really. Sorry, you guys, I'm not looking at the screen, but I will.
It's okay.
Yeah, they do, Marie. And
is it empty? Is it empty?
It's like 3/4 full, but there's 2 of them on there and 3 that have sold that were full, but people, they're not selling them for people may be buying them for what's inside them, but they're collectible. Anyway, so yeah, I was just like,
dump it out and change the category maybe.
It has nothing to do with the contents because I didn't even put anything about whether it was full or empty in there at all. It has to do with the fact that during the pandemic, we ran out of Lysol and people were price gouging on all, and there's still a lot of people that are, it's hard to find. I bought a case of the Lysol spray when they had it at Walmart one day. I asked the guy, I said, because they hadn't had it forever. We'd been talking about it. And you guys said you couldn't get the spray at all. And I was at Walmart a couple of days later, and they were doing stock, and they had like a whole pallet of it. And I said, can I buy a whole case of this, or can we just buy one at a time? And he goes, there are no restrictions on it. Let me put one in your cart for you. And I don't use it myself personally, but I have some in the garage. So if you guys need some and you want some, let me know. That's mainly why I bought it. I didn't buy it to sell it, because you can't. And if you got taken down during the pandemic for anything, good morning. Is Tracy here?
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, Tracy. Sorry I missed you. If you got taken down during the pandemic for anything, they have a little flag on your account, and there are a lot of things that you can't sell. I got taken down for selling Bob's Red Mill flour and yeast, and I was like towards the bottom of the price. I mean, I was charging actually what you would pay for it in the store plus $3 or $4 more. And they took so many people down for that. Anyway, whatever.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know.
And so then they put a little tag on your account. So if you ever get that and you see that stuff like that, and I called them and I asked them, I talked to them for a long time because they weren't letting me list a bunch of stuff. And I finally called them and I said, what the heck is going on? I said, you guys did this to me after I'd already sold a bunch of stuff. I said, I have it available to me here. I'm not price gouging people. You can see that. And he said, yeah, I see that. No sex talk. We're talking about flour, Tracy.
They're talking about snow, and she said 7 inches in the past 24
That's hilarious. You guys gotta go. Marie or
Tracy put out a cooking video.
Yes, Marie or Miss Jen, would one of you guys put Tracy's or Tracy, you can. Tracy, put your link into your show, please, please, please. She is doing some cooking shows and she's got some yummy recipes. She just did egg drop soup, and she did a chicken. I can't tell you. I can't pronounce the name of it.
I gotta warm this up really quick. Sorry.
Go. I'm not even going to ask what you're talking about. Well, that's hilarious. Anyway, I'm liking I'm using my new tablet that I got that I paid $1,300 or $1,400 for. It's on my internet, my cell phone. So that's what I'm using, and I kind of like it, except for the light streams that are coming down. But that's where that is. So I went to Tracy. It's coming to you this. Oh my God. That one estate sale that I went to 3 times, the last day they had everything half off, and they had just a box full of, I didn't really look at any of the jewelry. Tracy, this is so 90s. You're going to die. That and the matching earrings. I'm not doing good with camera. I got the other one in my hand here. They're Monet. This is so like, oh my God. But the main reason why I stopped and looked was this. There wasn't hardly any female stuff, so to speak. So I don't know if his wife had passed away quite some time before him, but he was a machinist and his garage was the estate sale company didn't do the greatest job out in the garage. And so there were a couple of guys that were at that sale that went to another estate sale, and we were talking, and the one guy said, that thing made me so anxious. He goes, and their prices were high. And I said, their prices were normal for what they should be on a Friday. And I said, but the fact of the matter is I watched you guys. I said, I watched you with your hands in your pocket, walking through, just looking. You didn't touch anything. You didn't pick up anything. And he goes, weren't you sitting on the floor in front of the bookshelf? And I said, I was. And then I was also, because I said, it's the stuff that you can't see that you want to go through. I found some of the coolest books. Keven? Blaster's Handbook. Oh, yeah. Describing practical methods of using explosives for various purposes. Prepared by Technical Service Section Explosives, Canada Industries. Because, we all need this. The 90s was the best time. But they had so many cufflinks. I seriously considered keeping one pair just because I gotta find it. Don't overlook this little bag of parts and pieces. There's something really cool in there.
What bag? What?
I bought a bunch of vintage. I have less than $10 into this bag. Mostly cufflinks and stuff like that. But there's a bunch of vintage Monet. I'm looking for one pair of cufflinks. Of course, they're going to be in the last. This right here is like all Monet. Clip-on. They're all clip-on. All right. Check these out. Anybody that's into fishing or fishing stuff, I've never seen anything like these. And no, I didn't run comps on them. I sold them to Tracy. These are a pair of cufflinks.
Oh, wow.
It's a fly.
Is it loose? Like it moves?
Nope.
That's neat.
I think it's in there tight enough that it doesn't. But
what's the marking on there? Anything?
There is. I took pictures of it. There's no markings on this one.
Those are neat.
It's I think it's gold plate, but there's just a bunch of them. And there's probably, they just had bags. They had bags and they would have $1 on them and everything was 50 to 70% off. And I said, if I just buy all of this, can I give you like $9 for it? And she's like, okay.
I got to learn how to do that better. That's something
they can tell you no. I mean, the worst thing you can do is be told no.
Well, let me tell you the scenario at where we just got back from is the lady 2 different times. We're like, make a pile. I'll make a deal. So I'm like, okay, I made a pile. So they added everything up and gave me the price. And I was like, okay. Did it 2 times. Gail's over there like, well, this is all 35. Would you take 20 and give me this one for free? And they're like, sure.
Take 20 and give me this one for free. The best time to go to estate sales is the last day, the last couple of hours. I always try, if I see good pictures, I always try to go the first day. I need to start getting Marie to come with me. We do pretty good tag. She sees stuff that I don't see, stuff like that. And it's always good to have a buddy. I think a lot of people don't want to go garage sailing or estate sailing with other people because they think they're going to get the good stuff, but we all have such a different venue for things that we look for that just think of all the stuff that you find. Well, yeah. There's been other resellers there. Here we go. Don't laugh at me. Okay, you can laugh at me. These are pencils. You guys already know, if you follow me, how much I've been selling pencils for. These are bent pencils, and they're from casinos. This lady had this whole bag. Apparently, this bag was from Disney because there's a pocket in it. And she sold me this whole bag. It was full of pens and pencils. I already have a listing for some of it. I haven't listed these yet. Dren's been putting a dollar bill on my desk every night because there's one pencil that he might want, and he goes, "I'll just buy it from you, Nanny." I'm just throwing his money in the side drawer here. Oh. But I paid $3 for that whole bag, and in the pocket on the outside was this. You're invited to discover a whole new vacation full of magic. It's postcards, y'all.
All right. What year? That's cool.
I did not find a year on it, and I haven't looked at it. It was bent up a little bit, so I have it underneath the plexiglass on my desk, flattening it out.
That's awesome. So,
anyway, but I got a bunch of books. I got a bunch of technical engineering books, and I got a lot of this kind of stuff.
Don and Mary said that those bags are great for storing plush.
Oh, they are. I store plush or blankets or all kinds of stuff.
Here, Gryden 19. I like when women are having a yard sale and selling their husband's stuff. Right on.
Because a lot of times
sold her husband Mrs. Pac-Man machine for $20, full size arcade.
What? Good morning, Dawn. Good morning, Jeb. There's a jewelry store north of me called People Lures. Oh, really? That's so funny. do they do? I had some earrings in high school, and one of my buddies wanted them so bad. He goes, "Those would make the best fishing lures." That was in the 80s, guys. That was in the early 80s. And every time I wore them, he was just like, "I really want those earrings." I'm like, "Dude, go to the mall. I bought them for like, I don't know, 55 cents. Go buy all the lures you want. These are mine." Anyway, so I bought a bunch of this guy had air piloting stuff. He was also part of the Moose Lodge. And I have some of their original ledgers with all of their, I have their some bank canceled stuff. But these are the kind of things that you want to look for. See this ugly ass 3-ring binder? You guys, you know you all have one in your own. This is stuffed full of
mold.
Just on the outside.
Oh, wow.
That's one of the newer things in here.
So they just keep all of their warranty fair information in there?
This actually came off the washer and the dryer. And he put it in this nice little display thing too. So, you know, paper, yeah, it molds. The outside of this binder is, but there's a lot of stuff in here from Sears. All of his manuals, anything, air sand blaster kit, you name it, it's in here. Sears owner manual for a multimeter.
I don't think she can on her phone, Marie.
What?
Change the layout to wide side by side.
I'm not on my phone.
Not wide enough.
This one?
Is that it?
Those are the only two side by sides I have. I'm on my tablet, which is like a Chromebook. I have this one, this one, this one, that one.
Yeah, that one. I like that one. So we can see what you're showing us.
I got that one, and I got that one. That one.
Never too old. Welcome and good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Have you talked to Mary?
Mary. No, why?
I just haven't seen her for a while. I know she's super busy.
Oh,
She
I was
moved.
commenting on my video last night. I thought you might know something that I didn't know. I'm like, why?
No. What video last night? I'm not getting notifications. It's really beginning to irritate me.
It's okay. You don't got to watch every day.
I don't get notifications from anybody. It's not. Maybe I need to.
You might have them turned off. I have them turned off on my phone.
Maybe I should take that as a hint. I don't know. Anyway, what I wanted to ask all of you wonderful people is, do you want to see haul videos for me? And Danica is tiny. Oh,
I like being tiny. I like it.
Dun, dun, dun. I like this one better. But you can put backgrounds in, I guess.
My hair looks orange. So tiny is good.
Oh, whatever. You notifications suck lately. That's what I thought. I guess there's all kinds of things. You can brand, you can do banners. I have no clue. This is an example of a banner. I'm looking over here. Now my chat's gone. I need to subscribe to StreamYard so that I can start doing some of my videos that I want to record. And then I think you have to have a subscription to do that, like Courtney and a lot of people do with their, like Courtney does on BOLO Buddies, how she pulls up all those things and goes through. Is that, do you have to have the paid subscription to do that? Don't get complicated.
I do not know. I would love to help you, but I'm lucky to get up when I get up. And are you talking about screen sharing? And recording it?
Well, screen sharing and recording it. Marie, do you have to have the paid version to do that? I need to go spend some time with Marie. We haven't done anything for a long time. That's just screen. Yeah, I'm just going to have to go down. She's going to have to tutor me. I don't know why. I normally don't have a problem learning stuff, but for some stupid reason, I have this block, and I don't know if it's fear or what it is. I could watch something to learn how to do something on the computer 10 times and still screw it up. I can take an engine apart. I can put it together. I can take my door apart, replace the glass. I can do any of that kind of stuff in a freaking heartbeat. But when it comes to this stuff right here, lost. You can
share a screen during a live, but I don't know if you can like record with it and share it.
Yeah, you got to pay for that. That's what I thought, Tracy. All right, I will do that. And then I want to start doing some hauls, but the problem with me is that, and you all know this, I don't like this because is that I have a hard time doing things quickly. So it would be like I would have to do probably, my retention rate on my videos is about 10 minutes, which I think is pretty good because I don't think a lot of people even get that. So, you know, it just depends, but I think 10 minutes. I'm trying to keep my videos below 30 minutes. I'm trying to get them less and less, but I get to the point where I don't think, yeah, a lot of people don't want to watch the whole thing and they won't. And I get that, but I also am not a lot of people. I'm me. And I'm not, I don't know. See, this is the stuff I fight with myself in my head all the time because nobody talks to me.
Just film yourself, film, like showing all your stuff, and then have somebody edit it. Maybe.
That somebody's right here.
Well, I just thought if you wanted to cut it down, and then I know you want everybody to know all the information. I was just trying to think of a way to where
I just want to be me because that's who I am. I don't want to
You're doing
conform.
good then.
And I know I need to conform in some ways, especially for YouTube's algorithm and all of that. But it was so funny because Justin came out last night or yesterday afternoon. Tracy, I sent you a video. It's funny as hell.
Bye, David. Have a great day. Stay warm.
Bye. And he goes, do you use community posts? And I go, I can't use community posts yet. I don't have 1,000 subscribers. And he goes, oh, I thought you had 1,000 subscribers. And I go, nope, not yet. I said, but I will. I said, I have 600 and something. I said, I only need like 300 and instead of going, I only have, what do I have? 643. I said, I only really need 347. So that's not very many, really, if you think about it.
You're trucking along.
So I mean, I don't know. Bye, David. Thanks for coming. Have a great week.
Just like you said, be yourself, and if it's not, they don't like it, then they'll find something else.
I mean, it's not like I'm in it for the money or anything at this point. I'm just doing whatever. But that's where that is. So
Mountain Joker said that he likes listening while listening, so longer videos are better.
That's true too. So you have that whole world because do any of you guys follow Alabama Pickers, Dusty and Tristan? It's mostly Dusty. They've been around for a long time. They do car videos and they can be 2 or 3 hours, and he talks about everything. They talk about everything, what they bought, what they're going to cook, how they cooked it, how good it was.
How he, on Christmas Eve, he was like, I'm going Christmas shopping, and he went to the gas station and he got beef jerky, lottery tickets, and liquor, and it was like that.
I know, Kevin, and I know I just need to quit fucking coming up with excuses.
But who has time to do a video a day?
Lots of people do. They don't do much editing. Kevin does a video almost every day now. Sometimes he does 2, and he's got 2 channels. I'm going to link your channels, and I'm learning how to do all of that. And I know it's easy, and Tracy's been telling me, and other people have been telling me, and I'll catch on sooner or later, and I'll get everything. I'm just proud of the fact that I got playlists and I have some stuff linked in my video.
I'm proud that you're putting out content, period, because you haven't for years.
Nope, I didn't.
So just keep on.
Anyway, so that's where that is. But I did watch your glamping video last night after I saw that. Oh,
it was dorky. But Tracy's got a good idea.
That was cute. Next year I'm coming with you.
Well, I'm going in March. I'm pretty certain. I'm working out the logistics to get it all my junk down there.
That's true too, Tracy. That's very true.
Look at this, you guys. I don't know if you can. Let me hold it in front of my nose.
I want that one camper that's got it. It almost looks like a fifth wheel. It's got a shelf on it. I think. Whoa.
So this is where we stayed, right? One of these right in here, but this gives you an idea of how big. It's not the show we went to, but
wow,
in March, and that's not all. It's just miles and miles and miles.
Exactly, Tracy.
Of vendors.
I did subscribe to D. I became a member.
Welcome to the Illuminati.
Tracy, do you follow Sell Quick Tiffany and Hugo on Instagram? They made a post about Clubhouse yesterday on Instagram, and I commented on their post. I love them. They are the greatest people. They have supported me, and I mean, they are the nicest people. I told this story before. The first time I went to eBay Open, it was, let's see what I got burnt in. Oh, I know, that was great. I got burnt in. Dren's mom died the 26th of March. I got burnt. Oh, it's on my little. Do you know how I remember exactly when I got burnt? I have this little vintage calendar.
You haven't changed it since?
Nope. I haven't touched it since the day I got burnt. So Dren's mom died on the 26th of March. I got burnt on the 19th. It was technically the 20th because it was 1:30, but it was still my 19th because I hadn't gone to bed. And then eBay Open was July. So I didn't do a lot of anything because I couldn't walk a lot because my legs were swelling. My legs are swelling and whatnot. I love it when you do that. That's hilarious.
Well, the light's so damn bright. Sorry.
Is it your light or mine?
It's mine.
As we know, these, even though these are coming from down, we really know they're coming from up.
I was watching the Tommy and Tracy's replay from Sunday, and I ordered one of those lights they put in their chat. I'm like, okay, I've got 100 lights, but maybe it'll be better than this stupid box. Anyway, finish your story. eBay.
Go check out their post that they put about Clubhouse yesterday and see what I wrote and what they answered me back, Tracy. They're really nice people. It wasn't nasty. None of it was nasty at all. But that's just from what I learned from you guys. Be careful if you guys are going to be on Clubhouse. And Clubhouse is only iOS, so it's only for Apple users right now. I forgot what I was saying.
I think I'm going to have to get an old iPhone just so I can keep up with all this stuff that's not.
It'll be on Android in March, but they are doing.
I know, but there's something else I was wanting to get on that only has that, and I'm like, man, and on their thing it said that it was going to be released the end of 2020, so who knows?
I don't know.
Oh, I was watching Callie Louise Reseller with Slobby Robbie, and he was talking about pop-up shop. Is that what
Pop shop? I don't know.
It's an app.
Snapchat?
No, it's to sell your stuff.
Oh.
Pop shop. Let's see, I looked it up. Do y'all know what I'm talking about?
I don't, but we will soon because you'll tell us. Tracy might know. Tracy's up on all that stuff.
App.
And if she isn't, Tommy is.
Pop Shop Live. So it's you shop and sell live streaming. It's like a.
Well, that would be basically what people do on a YouTube auction or Instagram auction or stuff like that. Why are they? And you could do it on Facebook. Why are they wanting to put another app out there?
Well, because you can pay directly through this, and I don't really know the reasons yet. But when somebody big is doing it and they're recommending it, I'm like, I'm going to look into that. It says it's invite only also. I don't know. It's hard to keep up with everything, but it's like it was developed in China or something. So like you become part of it as the buyer, I guess.
Huh. Very interesting. I'll have to find it. I'll have to find it, Tracy, because they actually, let's see. Shouldn't be too hard. What they wrote was, oh, that's their. Okay, let's see
it
this.
Does look like TikTok, but everybody on there selling.
on TikTok?
Oh no. Gear was saying that app looks like TikTok.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
I mean, you got to get with the fellow kids, right?
It is about right. Why can't I found the, oh, here it is. Like, here we go. Let's see. It looks like this, Tracy. That's the picture that they have with the post. I really only, every once in a while I pop in and watch one of Donatella's, but I don't like the online auctions. I listen to Mr. Buys a lot when I'm listing during the day. He's got some cool ephemera, but these people that are buying his ephemera lots, I don't know if they're buying them to resell, but I say go ahead and buy them and resell them, you idiots, because they're, and I'm not, okay, that didn't sound right. I pay no more than 1 or 2, maybe 5 cents per postcard, less than that if I can. These guys are buying a lot of 200 or 300 postcards for $400, $500, and $600, and I'm just like, I literally just sit there like I can't even process that.
Well, I saw a laptop on an auction last night that you could buy for $50, go for like 300. So I mean, it's I don't know if some of it is just, you know, their audience and fans, and I don't know.
Well, and then I've also seen, oh wow, here you go, guys. You want a BOLO? Go find this.
What is that? Hair color?
Can you see it very well? Oh, here. Why is it not doing it? It's not letting me change the screen.
I don't think you're ready for this BOLO. I don't think you're ready for this BOLO. In front of your nose. Natural Instincts. Clairol.
Hair dye, 9 light blonde, $93.76.
I got a bunch of hair color up here from a storage unit. I'm like, should I?
You should scan them all. That's what you should do.
Yeah.
You should scan them all because it's the shades. If you guys follow Jen Thrift to Travel, she has got, like, I sold a
I stopped following her because I kept chasing after crap.
I don't chase after it, but if I'm in a store that, like a discount or a store like that, I don't ever just go look for the stuff that they post, but I have a couple of people that I follow. So if I'm in a liquidation store or somewhere like that, I'll pull up their Instagram and go through their posts, because lots of times they just put posts of a picture of certain things.
Mm-hmm.
And look and see, because there's some stuff on there like melatonin shoe polish. That stuff is like gold, and it's really hard to find, but I know that
melatonin shoe polish.
Melatonin shoe polish. Look at that, melatonin. It comes in a little glass jar with a lid that screws on. So when you're at an estate sale and you're looking in the guy's bathroom closet, whatever, and you see their little shoe shine kit, that you don't want the kiwi stuff. You want this melatonin stuff. And even if it's only a partial jar, you can get 50, 60, 70 bucks for it. I kid you not.
What if it's dried out? Still?
I don't know. I don't know if there's a way to recondition that or not.
What is that hair color? Was it for 3 or for 1?
For 3. Lots of times when people sell those, they try to sell them in groups because the people that buy them have used that shade since it came out.
Then they discontinue it.
Yeah, and then they discontinue it, and you're like freaking out because I went to the store to get my hair color and they don't have it anymore. I haven't colored my hair since eBay opened last 2019, and that's about where it's at.
I think that that melatonin stuff puts your shoes to sleep, dude.
Maybe I should use it on my skin. Wax on, wax off. Anyway, if you just go on and look at, because you can go down in their posts, right? So if I'm in a store that carries a lot of that kind of stuff,
Melatonin.
I'll just open up Jen's IG and I'll just kind of go down it and refresh my head real quick. Otherwise, I don't go looking. I'm not really a retail arbitrage kind of person, but if I see something that I think is a deal, I'll look it up.
Yeah, I don't enjoy that either.
Just like I'm not a jewelry person.
Though. Like
I'm not a jewelry person, but I watch enough of you guys, Jennifer and Tracy, and when I say I watch, I listen to what you guys say about jewelry and stuff like that. I know enough to get myself in trouble. I know enough to pick up the shit when it's cheap and either send it or sell it to somebody else that wants to deal with it. I do not have the patience to deal with jewelry whatsoever. I don't wear it mostly because I worked in heavy manufacturing and you didn't wear jewelry. And so I have my ears pierced twice. I don't like wearing necklaces because I feel like I'm being choked, and I must have been choked in a prior life. I love that shirt. But you know, when you're in this community and on Instagram, and I don't do much on Facebook anymore, which I'm getting a lot of grief from people, but I feel like, I don't know.
Noelle, Barbara has a question. Will there be resellers run on Macy's since it's closing?
Didn't even know Macy's was closing. And I bet there will be, and they're all gonna, you know, this is where a lot of the guys and gals bought a lot of makeup, Clinique and that kind of stuff just before Christmas. Was it Steinmart or who was it? The big ones that were closing, and Lonnie and Justin.
There's Mary. You were asking about
Mary. I was just asking. Oh, you were lurking. Okay, I was just asking about you because I haven't seen you and heard from you in a while. Oh, I'm glad. Do
you need any help?
Oh, I bet you are really overwhelmed right now. Are you still in your old building, or are you mostly out?
I think she is. Oh, well, her sign is still in the window. Every day I'm like, please still be there one more day.
Oh. I think it was Steinmart. Is that right?
Yes. Gordman.
A lot of the guys, somebody told somebody that knew higher up, and it came down, and a lot of the guys went in and bought all of this makeup, Clinique and whatever, you know, the higher end brands for dirt freaking cheap. And then they just blew through it. And then once they had gotten to the point where there wasn't much left, then they told everybody what they were doing. And that's the smart thing to do, especially if you don't want a lot of competition, you know. But well, like I think it was Lonnie that said once he had gotten what he could get in his area from the stores that were closing in his area, then he told everybody else. So, and you know, and you have to protect what you're buying and selling, especially if you're doing retail arbitrage like that. But a lot of these guys, once they do that, guys and gals, I don't mean to say that there aren't gals, will share after they've sourced their area, because they know there's more out there. And by the time they've sourced their area, they probably have it all listed. And so they've got what they think they've got it up on you because they bought it first and they got it listed first. But the thing is and I will prove this to you over and over and over again. If you watch my, what sold videos, I sold And I saw this in a post from Jen at Thrift to Travel over a year and a half ago. This is how long it took this to sell. I paid 25 cents for this.
Is it the McCormick stuff?
No, but I did get a lot of that too. Anything gluten-free McCormick that you can find, like I bought a package of gluten-free McCormick taco mix at that estate sale yesterday. Why? Because I knew that they were discontinued. I bought some.
Oh no.
I'm missing it, I know. Okay. This will be in my video that comes out tomorrow. I'm sorry, I'm not ignoring you guys. I really am not.
Almay. Something.
It is Almay Intense Eye Color Volumizing Mascara Sapphire 031 for blue eyes plus some bonus makeup wipes. $19.50 plus $5.50 shipping. I paid 25 cents for that. But the one that I sold last week that will really get you, I paid 25 cents for this, and it was just a certain shade, but they had other colors. This is a little teeny tiny tube of eyeshadow. I kid you not, it's about this big. NYC New York Color Sparkle Eyes Eye Dust, number 880 Golden Champagne. That is a color to look for. I paid 25 cents for it. See what it sold for?
Sorry, I'm reading the chat. That's awesome. I remember seeing that too and looking for that.
Yeah, so you know, and that stuff takes such a small amount of space to store. I just use the little plastic shoe boxes that you'd buy to put your shoes in. You know, you can get like 10 of them for $5.
Yeah.
They're perfect for postcards and all that stuff. Mary, you need anything? Soup.
I was laughing because she said she was getting used to the sexy, raspy Marlena Dietrich voice.
Yes, Lonnie as in shed and garage flips. Correct. And then Justin RVA flips. And you will see Keven Commonwealth Pickers up on all of that stuff. Steinmart, got Gordman's and Steinmart. Thank you, Tracy. I thought Steinmart was one of them.
Listen, at the end of the day, I'm grateful for these people sharing all that information. But after 2 years of me watching it and chasing after it, I realized like I just need to find what is here. And
yeah,
you know, you gotta.
So like I said, I don't chase after any of it, but I keep it in the back of my mind. And if you have your phone on you and you're following these guys, you know, then you can always pull up their Instagram. And if you're in a store and it's a discontinued item, it's in their post. You know, it's in their Instagram. You don't need to screenshot it and make a little thing in your you can. That's another thing you can do if you see somebody telling you discontinued items and stuff like that. You can screenshot that and make a little file in your gallery and have stuff like that, and then you can just go through that real quick. But you know, for me, I won't pay. This is my problem. I will not pay $10 to make $30. I won't do it. That to me is not a BOLO. That to me is not. That's a lot of my money sitting out there hoping somebody's going to buy it. I'll pay nothing and make $148 like I did yesterday on a set of dishes I sold that were given to me at an estate sale because I bought another set and they just wanted the whole table gone. I'll do that all day long.
Hey, Gary.
Good morning. But, and that's because I'm cheap. But I live off of what I sell. I don't have any other income coming in. I live off of what I sell. So cheap, frugal, whatever you want to call it, you know, however it is that you work. Gary, if you guys don't follow Westside Gary, he does a lot of auctions and stuff too. Just Jackie, you've been lurking and listening while I get ready to brave the aisles of Walmart. You two are fabulous. What's the name of the camping flea market area Danica showed with the map?
Oh,
No, I forget that I can do this stuff.
this is Round Top, Texas. And if you Google Texas Antiques Week, it'll give you the dates. The two main shows are spring and fall, but they do events.
According to Lone Star Glamping, Texas Antiques Week can be a little confusing for newcomers. The spring show has traditionally been held the last weekend of March through the first weekend of April, and the fall show is the last weekend of September through the first weekend of October.
There you go. I don't know why that.
I know why you lose your phone.
Why?
Because it's got a camouflage case on it. It looked camouflaged from the side.
Man, I'm a notorious overpacker is why I lose my phone. I had way too much stuff. Yeah, these are always listening. That was creepy, I must say. You're creepy.
Dren must have been tired. He hasn't gotten up and come in yet.
Aww.
He's having a heck of a time sleeping the last couple of nights. And Emily, I moved her into the what used to be the family room. That's her bedroom now on the other side of my office wall. So she's not upstairs anymore. And so the other day he goes, Nanny, can I sleep with you? I was like, okay, buddy. And so he goes upstairs, takes a shower, and he's in there. And I took a bath and I came in, and I can tell when he has a hard time sleeping because I can hear him singing. So I went in there and laid down, and he was still awake, and he goes, oh, I got my side of the mattress pad heater on, and it's all warm in here. And he goes, I can't fall asleep, Nanny. And I don't think had laid down for 5 minutes, and he was out like a light. So he's been thinking about his mom a lot lately, and I only know that.
The chicken that he drew for me?
Oh, yeah. He said he knew that Danica was having a hard time, and he has a favorite chicken, black licorice, and that's his favorite chicken. And he needed a piece of black paper to draw a picture for her.
Oh, how much does this melt your heart?
Why won't this change for me now?
Sweet boy.
That's really weird.
How are you? What have you been up to, man? I feel like I see you in passing in chats here and there.
Just
good.
Trying to get. Oh, Jackie is here. How did I miss you? You're going to go.
Jackie live.
Gonna go on a thrifting road trip, but don't know which direction to go. Just get in your car and drive. I threaten everybody here that I'm gonna get in my car and drive, and I'm not coming back. And they all, you know what I get from them?
Bye.
Where are you gonna go?
Indiana.
Anywhere but here for a little while, guys. I love you, but whatever.
Good morning.
Look who's here. Look who's here.
I don't know that. I don't know that, Tracy.
You don't know that, Tracy? Really?
No.
Seriously? You gotta follow her.
For sure.
She's funny. She's funnier than me.
Wow. I don't know how that's possible.
I don't know. I used to shoot for the Roseanne Barr type, bar.
Well.
From yesteryears.
That Tracy.
She is that Tracy. She's that, Tracy.
I don't know that that's a good thing to shoot for these days, for sure.
I said from yesteryears, the Roseanne Barr from yesteryears, you know, from her show and all of that. But
You're way better than that.
Because I loved her sarcasm.
You did?
I'm so sarcastic. I should be shot off my chair. I don't know. Anyway, so my real jive for anybody that really, really knows me. Well, hello. Hola.
Let me see.
Is ephemera and books. And I have more than I have listed. Like I have. Okay, Tracy, you were showing your Disney haul the other day, and I just giggled to myself because I didn't want to rain on your parade because you were so proud of yourself, and you, as well you should be. Very, 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 very well should be.
I can't find the channel.
She's 19. She's mostly on Instagram. I don't. Are you doing anything on YouTube at all, Tracy? She works full time, and I think her husband does too. They're almost at.
I don't think I should sit on this ball.
You should probably sit on it when you're listing. It's very good for your back. Emily's second and third grade teacher had those for all of the kids.
Oh, really?
In their class because they move a lot, you know, and she literally went and bought one for each student in her class, and that's what they had for chairs at their desks. And yeah, she doesn't have a YouTube channel, so follow her on Instagram. But Tracy, last 1987 Ventures, Tracy, the last year they had eBay open, which was 2019. I got home, I got off the plane, and while we were taxiing to the terminal, I had yard sale treasure map pulled up. No joke. Because it was Friday, and I was scanning all the yard sale estate sales. Dun dun dun! Isn't that cool?
Yes.
For estate sales the next day, and we went to this estate sale, and I don't know where this guy was. Good morning, Nady Pie.
I've got 100 photos of myself like this. It's like that's funny.
I don't know where this guy got all of their things. I don't know if they owned a restaurant chain or what, but they hadn't passed away. They were moving to Arizona, and they literally had a 4-story house. It had an elevator in it, and it had a basement, and it had a ground level where the garage, there was a basement under the garage. Okay. Ground level where the garage is, then another level, and then another level. And their stairs went like this, but they weren't narrow. Like, it was a cool house. It wasn't that old. And it was just like everywhere you went, there was more treasures. They collected old cameras. Oh man, we went there 2 days in a row. I bought $300 worth of stuff, but those big Rubbermaid totes, the big ones that you can get, they had them in the basement, and they were just stuffed full of Disney stuff, and it was $35 a tote. So I said, I was telling the guy that was in the basement, I go, I want some of this stuff in this tote, but I don't want all of it. He goes, so take 2 totes and take what you want out of one and put it in the other. And I was like, you let me do that? And he goes, absolutely. He goes, I don't care what you take. It's just $35 a tote. We just filled totes up. So I ended up buying like 40 totes, but I went back on the last day. And so I only paid like $10 for them because people wouldn't look through them because they were overwhelmed. Yeah. There was so much stuff there that people were just overwhelmed, and they weren't looking through them. You know, and then they go, oh, $35 for all of that. Well, one item in there, you could. So I bought a lot of stuff. Emily and I sorted it all out. All right. I'm preparing myself for the blast. I haven't listed hardly any of it. It's all nicely sorted out in drawers and on when you first walk in my garage.
Wait.
I know you
We're
guys-
talking a year and a half of this sitting there. It's okay.
I
Guilty.
have 1, 2, those shelves behind me in the garage when I do my what sold videos, those tall wooden shelves. I have 4 of those on the other side of the garage that are full of Disney stuff. It's all sorted out, waiting to be listed.
It's okay. I forgive you.
It's money. The thing about Disney stuff, though, is it
Next
never.
week on this channel, we'll have a Disney thing auction.
Jackie,
We'll sell tubs
I
of
have
Disney.
into any kind of books that you could even imagine. I picked up a lot of this kind of stuff.
Manual.
AE tune-up manual from the best part is
I just saw a sign on the way here that our city library is having a book sale tomorrow.
this is from 1961. But wait, there's more.
That's not all.
Direct and general support maintenance manual, pistol caliber .45 automatic M1911A. This is the manual from the government.
Weird.
How about study manual on munitions, volume 1 and volume 2, because why wouldn't he have both? This kind of stuff. Oh, here we go. This goes with the first book I showed you guys.
Oh, wow. So this
I
is
love this
training
shit.
manuals, or
I love this shit. I paid 25 cents for this. People don't pick this stuff up and look at it. It probably had a Vogue magazine on it. No, it didn't, or I would have bought the Vogue magazine because we all know about those. Or you should by now. Did you get some?
no? I have a question.
Go.
Can you make a video of how you list that stuff?
Can I make a video of how I list that stuff? Sure.
Yeah.
And let me just tell you guys something. Don't just use your phone to look these older things up. You can find them, but the prices are not going to be correct. You will find when you go in and look that stuff up, you're going to find somebody that's got it for $5.99, somebody that's got it on auction starting at $9.99, and then you're going to find 7 or 8 other people that will have it for $27, $85, $32, with or without shipping. I always look it up on eBay, and then lots of times I will Google Lens it, and I'm so sick of seeing all of these people doing videos on how to use Google Lens and Google Photo, and they don't know how to use it.
Who cares? Worry about you. Matt,
No,
you still
they're
here?
teaching other people how to use it, but they don't teach them correctly, I guess is what I say. Oh, she's on it.
Matt gave me these.
So I always look this stuff up on Google as well. I type my what I think I want to type into eBay and see if anybody has it listed on eBay. Then I take my title and I do that exact title over into Google and I look all over because it may come up on WorthPoint, it may come up on Abe Books, it may come up on a specialty ephemera Facebook group, you know. So don't, when you're talking about ephemera and these older manuals and stuff like this, don't go by the prices that people have them listed or sold for on eBay, because I can guarantee you
Do you have a WorthPoint subscription?
I do not, but oh wow, but one of my other friends does, and she gave me her sign in. Do you have one? Do you have one? I had one for a while, but oh, you keep saying this about Google Lens, but you haven't made a video. All right, I'll make a video on it.
Okay, so this is how I use it. Am I doing it wrong? Okay, so I open it up. It's right here, this little button. Open it up. Point it to the object.
Point it at me and see if I come up. That would be hilarious.
No, you didn't. This chick did though.
Ooh, ooh. If you point it at something with words on it long enough, it will capture the words. You have to be patient. If it captures Farm Girl Scavenger, it should bring me up on Google.
No. But what do you mean they're using it wrong? I mean, how? I don't understand that.
There's two there. Okay, so if you don't have a newer phone, if your phone is a couple, 3, 4, 5 years old, because a lot of people like their phones and there's nothing wrong with them and they don't upgrade them. If you, okay, that's Google Lens right there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why it's not letting me go on full screen. So I would put it on full screen, but for some reason it's, solo layout. Duh! Google Lens is right, Louise. Right there.
Mm-hmm.
That app, that's what Google Lens looks like. Now, if you have an older phone, you want Google Photos. See the windmill Google Photos right there?
Mm-hmm.
If you can't, and I didn't go into the App Store to get Google Lens. I Googled it because it was hard to find because it doesn't go on every phone. So go on to Google and Google Lens and it'll take you to the app and then you can get it that way. It's free. If you can't get Google Lens because it doesn't work on your system because it's older, then you need Google Photos. In Google Photos, you have to take a picture unless they've changed it. I haven't tried it in the last couple of weeks. You have to actually take a picture of it. Then you open Google Photos and it'll come up. Okay. It'll come up with a picture. And then you hit the little, see the little button, that one,
Mm-hmm.
which is Google Lens.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes off of that picture and it does this sparkly stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then it tells you, oh, hey, that is a Wedgwood plate, which I just sold 6 of for $117 plus 31 shipping that I got free. Those are the plates I was telling you about. That's how you do Google Photo. If you're doing Google Lens, you don't have to take a picture of it. You can just real time do it.
But what are people doing wrong? I guess is what I don't understand.
They're telling people to take pictures and then bring it in. But and then another thing too is you really have to be patient with Google Lens because it doesn't always get it right the first, second, and third time. So don't give up. And if you're really having a hard time and you can put whatever it is that you're taking a picture of onto a white surface or get somewhere where you have a better light, you will eventually come up. And if you can't, then take a picture of it because you can also use Google Lens to do the same thing as Google Photo. You can also take a picture and bring that in through Google Lens. They're both the same thing. They're just different for different phone systems, basically.
What phone system do you have?
I have a Note 9.
So the people that are doing it different, maybe they're Apple?
I don't know. I've seen bunches of different people put them up and I just cringe. I just sit there and watch and I cringe. Do you know how many people have asked, do you know? Okay, Troy from Mountain Men Treasures, I can't remember what it was he got. And he didn't know what they were, but he was pretty sure they were worth money because they were old and they were vintage. He actually put it up long enough on his screen that I screenshot it. I put it into Google Lens. I pulled it up, and before he was done talking about it on the video, which was pre-recorded, I had found it, copied the link, and put it in the comments of his video.
Girl. I don't know what to say. We should have a Google Lens race.
I guess.
Welcome
I
to the
don't know.
Google Lens Olympics today.
Google Lens Olympic. One of my friends has I've seen one of my friends has an Apple, and they couldn't figure it out, Tracy. So it all works the same. Yeah, it's still Lens. If you take a photo on Apple products, you can use.
You think
You
it
can-
can find this?
What is that?
It's recipe for creamy egg and noodle bake.
You should send that to Tracy.
We got seafood fettuccine,
Oh, yum.
country ham casserole. Oh, it's got asparagus in it.
On a Nokia. Matt, you can do it on a Nokia because you still have Google on your Nokia. You no kidding me.
This sounds good.
Green. Oh, that sounds really good.
Mm.
You ever had fried green tomatoes?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Lordy, I make those every year right out of the garden. There's nothing that tastes quite right. Matt, are you seriously? You have a Nokia. You crack me up. That's
Look at the
hilarious.
recipe for this potato salad. I've never seen this.
That looks like a German or a Finnish recipe because it's got the herring in it.
I've never put 1 cup of pork. What is it?
You couldn't pay me to eat it with the herring in it. I can't do fish.
It says salt herring?
Pickled beets, golden apples.
Weird. Does that sound good?
Rolled Italian meatloaf, ground milk, salt. Sure, that's about what I put in mine anyway.
Ham steak with raisin sauce.
Oh, gross.
Sloppy Joes. Cookies. So tell me how would you list these if you were to list them?
I would look up
Chess pie.
vintage hand written recipe
Ooh.
cards.
I like liver, but this just doesn't sound good.
Vintage cooking recipes on handwritten typed cards in 2 middle boxes. Somebody has listed for $124.99. Look.
Well, you got me up on the screen. Huh.
So what I did was I put I typed in vintage handwritten recipe cards, okay?
Okay.
And lots of times if I'm being super lazy, I just speak it in. You see a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
Then they need to fix their, I don't want to have to go through 5 menus. So here's a box, old vintage tin recipe card box full of typed cutouts and handwritten Southern recipes that sold. I wonder if they have more than just that picture.
Oh, this is the only recipes I really need right now. Ooh, simple menu for weight reduction.
This one right here, Danica,
Uh-huh.
sold for $49.95.
Who's the seller on that?
Quantitative easings.
Okay.
Do you guys know that? That sounds familiar.
In front of your nose. Like, hold it in front of your nose.
Oh, hold it in front of my nose.
Mm-hmm. That was Marie's tip.
Well, my tablet is clear up here.
Got it.
I see what you're saying, Marie. Gotcha. But yeah.
To find a box.
No, you don't. You can sell them loose. This
These
guy
are
right here.
but it was so
Hang on.
nasty. I just trashed it.
Hang on. This guy right here sold. Okay, let's do this. Let's try this again. 100 vintage handwritten typed clipped recipes, many on vintage class record cloth cards. Hang on.
Record.
You know, like they're just old.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad I kept the card. The box was disgusting.
Yeah, that's why they say when you're doing your title on eBay, write it like you're looking for it. You know what I mean? Because that's all I did. And you should go in there.
Here's some big mama recipes.
740 plus that sold for $162.50. So you don't have to just sell the one lot you found at one place. You can save up a box of them and sell them for even more.
Okay.
And especially even like you'll see the ones where people have torn recipes out of magazines and they'll have my aunt. Let's just go there.
The Cool Whip topping paper. And
I'll tell you why people want those, because a lot of those people didn't just tear out the little recipe, they tore out the whole page. And if you're an ephemera seller, you can sell that whole page as a print ad. You can buy a magazine that the front of it and the back of it are totally toasted, and it may be a really cool magazine, but it by itself does not garner a lot of and when I'm talking old, I'm not talking like the 80s, 90s Vogues. Well, looks like I'm going to have to rub my yeah, there you go. Yep, chocolate pudding, Cool Whip, Oreos, any of that stuff.
I threw all that away that was in this box.
This stuff right here, this kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
People want these pictures. They want these ads. Just look at the front of that. This catalog itself, I can't remember if I looked it up. This has guns in it. It has bows in it. It has anything you could probably has that fishnet and that that animal bag in it too. Video stream is in reverse, so hold it in front of your nose or towards the bathroom. Okay. Thanks, Marie. I'll get it. I'll get it sooner or later. So these kind of things, even if you pick them up and the magazine itself may not be worth something.
What about this?
Statistical process control. Who made it? Hang on. Oh, hang on. RCJ, Research and Curriculum Unit, Mississippi State University. What year is it? Statistical process controlled by the University of Mississippi. That could be worth some money. Well, I know it's worth some money.
Well, I have a whole box of this stuff in there that I'm like, should I throw this away?
Oh! Look at, dude, I have so much of that stuff. You can make a template to list these, but really the fastest way to get the best information, if you can actually find a lot of this stuff, like I said, If you go on go look on my store and look at what I listed yesterday. I listed a bunch of technical engineering books like Central Pneumatics and stuff like that. They weren't selling for a lot of money on eBay, but they were selling for a lot of money on other platforms because the people on eBay that were listing them, I think were, what are you doing, you goofball?
Why am I up here by myself?
You're not. Oh,
There you go.
maybe I should dye my hair blonde. Go back to my roots because that's what I was when I was little, all blonde. It's there, you guys. It's there.
Here, I got a bit for you, please.
Don't let the glasses fool you. Public speaking. I don't have a problem with that. Oh man. The one book that I really want to show you guys that I haven't comped yet, but my oldest boy's dad stopped by to see them the other day and we were looking through this stuff. Oh my God. Okay. I got this all at that same estate sale. I paid $2 for this book, mind you. I'm going to put myself full. This is The Pinup, A Modest History. It is.
Oh, that's cool.
It is by Playboy. You know, it's really cool that I didn't know. I just saw it. And I was like, oh, man, the dust cover is all screwed up.
Is that the one that Tracy's in?
I don't know, Tracy, are you in this one? The desk cover I thought was all screwed up because look, here's the one part and here's the other. The desk cover is a fucking poster.
Wow.
And okay, that's half of it. It's her whole body.
How cool.
And she's painted.
So it was an art exhibition that went on and they made a book of it?
It's the history of the pinup and Playboy magazine or Playboy publishers. I don't know if there's anything bad in here. I haven't looked at it. I knew enough to buy it. I didn't. The pinup, A Modest History. I'm going to look before I show anything because
Matt, this is my rain hat.
There goes my computer. It fell off.
Show us some pictures. We got $5. Could we get 10?
Oh my God. I just found a really cool one.
We got $5. We're going 5, 5, 5. Who will give me 10, 10, 10? Oh, wow.
Okay. I know these aren't pinups.
I was going to say, I don't get it. What is this?
These are Cary Grant, Clark Gable.
Are these people who went to the mansion?
Probably. But this thing is in mint condition. Well, that one I can't show. Wow. Holy moly.
Let's see it.
Nope, it's got boobs and everything.
We'll just put a Post-it note over it.
Yeah. Wow.
We got going once to Gary.
Okay.
This side, Gary.
This I can show you because it's not bad. That's a poster. It's all backwards to me. I don't know.
Tear it up. That is really cool. What did you pay for the book?
There's actually real pictures of some of the real naked women's. Here, hang on a second. I do have some Post-its. I got to be careful with this top part, though. You can't see that.
Oh, gross.
It's Playboy. It's not Hustler, thank God.
No, I mean, I was saying gross because that one lady just looks dirty.
I know. But you know, I mean, I love the old art that they did, but basically that's what it is. Oh man, it's got women from the 50s and the 20s, and
So
this
Gary wants to know if you still have his address.
This article right here talks about the different
What the hell? Sorry, I didn't mean to say that word.
What the hey? Ship it. Gary, what do you think it's worth? I haven't even looked it up yet. I mean, just the fact that this poster is all here and it's look at you guys, I can't even. It does have some mold on the back of it, which I will disclose. But yeah, this poster itself was just $20. 12/31/1972. I love this poster, and her whole body is painted. It's really cool. Anyway, I try to get this listed today. I have that whole squirrel problem. I really have a bad.
Hold the cover of the book up again. Okay, the first person to Google lens this correctly.
Oh, I can just
Gets an IKEA bag.
Gets an IKEA bag, yes.
The Modest History.
That gal never got a hold of me. I need to do something. Did you watch that video? I forget.
Yes. But I didn't watch the one to enter, darn it.
My youngest son, he goes, Mom, that is so hilarious. He goes, I haven't seen you laugh and be that silly in so long. He goes, I'm going to keep that video and I'm going to watch it over and over again. He goes, because that was funny. Just.
You got to laugh, right? Who's the author of the book?
Oh, shit. It is. I know I should have already looked this up because it's that cool, but I got stuck in my technical engineering books. Mark Gabor, Gabor, and it's by Universe Books, New York.
I'm pulling up one, but it doesn't.
History of the Pinup, a modest oh, that's not right. That's not the name of it. The Pinup, a Modest History by Mark Gabor. Of course, that didn't work. The Pinup, a Modest History by Mark Gabor.
There's a hardcover on Amazon for $48.
35. One's listed for, one's for 30. Most of these guys don't. I wonder if they even realize. I'm seeing not very many listed with that. 29 results and only about 4 of them that are that actual book. There's newer ones. I won't list mine for that cheap. Some idiot sold his for $9. I mean, somebody sold theirs for $9. One sold for $29.95 on the 18th of January.
So on Amazon, it says it's a hardcover import from January 1st, 1972.
Yep. It's not an import, so I wonder if it's a international seller that's selling it.
Oh.
But it's probably on Abe Books as well.
Mm-hmm.
And what I like about Abe Books is the people that sell on Abe Books, they do a bibliography, they do all of that stuff. So if you need to steal information, for your listing, or just to get an idea of what you want to write, they have it all there, because as eBay wants you to have all your item specifics filled out, Abe Books requires that when you list your books on their site.
I didn't even know what Abe Books was.
ABE Books. And if you put your title of what you're searching for into Google, and it's a book or a manual or something like that, and then you do an image, and then you do all images, it'll show you everywhere that book is and where it has been. And a lot of times the books will come up in Abe Book, and I use that a lot for reference to get. Sometimes they'll have the ISBN numbers of these older books like this that don't have like this and older. Sometimes they'll have an ISBN number for that you can't, that are hard to find, but these guys have them. That's what they do. That's all they do is sell books. And there's a lot of these books that you don't really want to sell on Amazon, because you're going to get a better price for them in a different market, whether it be Etsy or eBay or a place like Abe Books. There's a couple other books. Dominic has had 2 interviews with 2 really good booksellers, and he just did one with the FBA guy who does books only. So if you have time to listen to that while you're listing and stuff like that, that's a good resource. And I was trying to
get through Tommy and Tracy's Sunday show. The Nimmons guy just came in, so I figured. Anyway,
yeah,
I will listen to that. I've always picked up books for their looks. Like,
yeah,
I think it looks like decorative or whatever. But
right.
I might have some money out there that I don't realize. Some of these I'm looking at 8 books are like,
well, some of the books, and it's just like, I had a gal from one of the estate sale dealers this weekend. She told me, because those 2 guys were whining to her about the other estate sale and how the prices were high. And I was just like, I just walked out of there with $52 worth of stuff. You guys, and I basically called them out. Bye. Hey, Joe. I basically called him out. I said, where do you guys sell? What do you do? And he sells mostly on, I can't remember what it was, but it was not WhatsApp. Is that it? Is that a selling platform? I don't do anything where I have to go see people in real life, because I would probably kill them, because I don't do flaky people. And then I would really need that bag that I bought. Anyway, I should sell you that book, Gary. I'd be curious to see how much you could get for it on your auction. That would be hilarious.
Are you going to say hi to Joe?
I did. I said hi, Joe.
You said, hey, Joe.
Hey, Joe. Thanks for coming in.
And then Matt said that he has a bidet heated toilet seat.
I know. I saw that.
I have to say that one, that's kind of embarrassing, but our anniversary one year, he was like, what do you want for your anniversary? And I'm like, I want this toilet seat from Amazon.
I'm telling you. I personally tried to spend the least amount of time headed out to dig through an old cabin. Oh, I'm kind of jealous.
Oh,
have fun, Keven. I'm sure he'll have a video of that up later. If not, are you going to film that on Idaho Hillbillies, Keven? Hopefully you haven't left yet.
Idaho Hillbillies.
You guys don't follow Keven and Miss Kitty on Mountain Junkers. Crick. It used to just be Mountain Junkers, but they just added the Crick Bottom Salvage. And they also have another channel called Idaho Hillbilly, where they go and film this stuff and other cool things that they do. If you sell a lot locally, I'd set one night or one daytime per week to meet at the same spot each week. Center of town like Walgreens. I don't have a center of town where I live.
The gas station across from your house.
Yeah, I could do that. I would not have problems with having them just come here because there's like 25 cameras on our property. But I just, every time I do that, it's just Flake City. If people no show and no contact, block them. Yep, that's a good idea. I need to start doing something. I gotta do something. I gotta diversify.
Sorry.
Is that what it's called? Diversify or widen my margins?
I call it fishing.
Fishing. So those recipe cards, Danica,
Mm-hmm. Give me
lay them out either on the floor or on a table, and get I have a 2-step ladder, and then I put them on my listing table, which isn't that big, and I shoot down, and I will do the whole bunch in one big picture. I may not be able to fit the whole bunch in one big picture, and then I line stuff like I do the magazines or whatever. I line them all up and take pictures of them, as many of them, and get as many of them in as I can.
Okay.
And when I do stuff like that, I use the whole 12 pictures. But yeah, those the recipe cards sell for good money. And if you can find somebody like my aunt, whose mother tore every recipe out of every magazine for 40 years, and they have them all. But my aunt won't get rid of them because she's looking for 2 particular recipes. And I said, she knows when I get frustrated because I cuss. I go, what fucking recipes are you looking for? I'll Google it and find them. These 25 boxes need to go. She has to touch it. She doesn't have a problem getting rid of stuff. Keep telling you to use the store. I know, Marie, and I know you come up here, but I don't like doing that. Plus, where would you get all your cool stuff for free? Because the stuff that I don't want to deal with are shipped to other people. I give to Marie and Shelly because they're close. I'm giving all my secrets away. Anybody thinks I'm a nice person, you're wrong. Anyway.
We know you are.
So all of that stuff has value that a lot of
Weezer from that movie you were talking about.
Weezer's my favorite. She's my favorite. Her and Dolly Parton, those two. Who doesn't love Weezer?
You're Shirley MacLaine in that movie.
No, Magnolia's Shirley MacLaine. Except for her fucking dog. I would not. Yeah, I'm not the dog person part of Weezer, but yep. I'm the one that acts all mean and nasty, but really does have a heart.
Y'all are getting snow in California?
It had snow in Las Vegas yesterday.
What?
Yeah. It was cold enough to snow here yesterday. My feet were cold all day long. I could not get them warm. Anyway, man, did we really go for 2 hours? And Dren's not up. I got to go let the chickens out. Who let the dogs out? Who?
This ball. You get to bouncing and you just can't stop.
It's like one of those hippity hop balls, from when we were kids that had the horse. Or I always wanted one of those. My cousins had one. It was always great fun to go to Idaho and visit because they had pogo sticks and they had the hippity hop balls and they had the dolls that were like this tall and they had the hair that you would pull out, the ponytail in the back, and then you could put it back. I wanted one of those so bad. I still look at here. I am 53.
Aww.
And I still think about that, how much fun I had and they came too, but I mean, I was a farm kid. We didn't have a lot of that kind of stuff. But one time, my uncle was throwing some stuff in the trunk because we were all ready to go. And he goes, hang on a second. He goes, Fred, give me the key. You forgot something. I need to put something in the trunk. And he put a pogo stick in the trunk for me.
Aww.
And when we got home and opened up the trunk, there was a pogo stick in there. And I'll never forget that. I was like 7.
Wow, that's so cool.
Anyway.
My favorite toy was my big wheel.
Oh, I bet.
We had a big wheel game.
They have those now. You should see how they soup those suckers up.
No.
They soup them up. They're all, oh, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't even have brakes. It was just like,
No break.
turn it. Just
We
right,
used to,
slow it down. And
when it would snow, we would take out our big yellow Tonka trucks.
uh-huh.
And we would ride down the hill in the snow. They don't make Tonka trucks like that anymore. You can't get a good Tonka truck anymore. Anyway, all right, you guys have a great rest of your week. Thank you so much for coming in and listening. But thank you, Danica, for coming on today. And maybe we can sucker her into coming next week or just coming back. Can you come out of retirement?
Well, yeah, I mean, I really enjoy chatting with you like this.
You don't have to do it on your channel if you don't want to, but you could. We'll talk about it.
It's not about that. It's just, I don't know. I'm not getting my work done.
It's hard to be committed to an early time slot and to take an hour or 2 out of your day when that's a time that you really get a lot of work done.
That is it.
It is. I've thought seriously about moving it to the evening time on Mondays because there's not a lot of people. That's okay. Thanks, Tracy. You too, Nady Pie. There's not a lot of people that are doing anything on Monday nights, so I don't know. We'll have to talk. We should talk about that and see. Because somebody was. It might have been in Tommy and Tracy's show. They were all talking about that. There's nobody good to watch on Monday nights.
Well, I don't know that we're good, but
well,
I would like that.
It's comical. It's comical. It's comedy. It's relief. I don't know. Afternoon shows. That's like in the middle of the day.
Train wreck. Oh, we wrecked it. It's okay.
We'll have to see about that. Joe and Dan, who is Art Vandalay is his channel name. His name is Dan. And then you have Mike, who's January House, and you have Joe, Philly Picker. Those three go together and do working hangouts, and they're hilarious. Art Vandalay by himself is, I don't even know how to explain it. He's hilarious. And then you have Eric OBX Picker, who does working hangouts. So if you guys need somebody, I know Tracy's already going, I already know that, Noelle. I know you do, but there's a lot of people that don't. So if you guys want people to listen to and learn some good stuff, both of those, and Tracy do, I'm not 100% certain. Don't Joe and Dan and Mike usually do their hangouts on Joe's channel, or do they go, all three of them go back and forth between their channels? I usually only catch them for some reason on Joe's channel. Joe, are you still in here or did you leave?
Probably left. You're down to 19.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's all right. That's more than I usually get. I was at 26 for a little while there.
I saw Tracy earlier.
Thank you for watching Disability Positive. And you didn't, I shouldn't say you didn't. Did you tell me your first name yet? And I missed it because I need to be slapped. Yeah, they rotate. That's what I thought. Thrifting Antique Nomad. Oh, yeah. Do you guys watch him? The Antique Nomad does a premiere at 5 Pacific Standard Time. He comes through here. He said he's gonna let me know next time he comes through here. He's good. You're a hoot. I love you.
Oh, me?
Lynn.
Oh, Lynn. Oh,
Lynn. Okay, I'm gonna try to remember that. I'm gonna write that down because I am gonna remember it as soon as I find a freaking pen that actually works.
the antique nomad, is that the guy that has the hair like my length, kind of, and he's got a little mustache?
No, he doesn't have a mustache.
No,
I don't think.
but he's got longer hair. Thinking of
Very, very unkempt looking.
Kent.
Unkept looking, like me.
Huh.
Like, dude, comb your hair every once in a while. His hair's just curly, but it's probably about this long. He's done some stuff with Yvonne Thrifty Rich, Lynn.
Copy, paste.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
Lynn,
It's
I'm
long.
going to remember your name because I'm putting it on the Post-it.
He's
on my
smart. I like him.
I don't know why I have a block there. Had to come back, was FaceTiming youngest grandbaby. Sorry, but oh, absolutely, Yvette. There's nobody takes precedence over the babies at all.
What is his name? I can't remember.
Man, the lag on my computer is horrible. Look at this. This is what my YouTube is showing me right now.
Oh my word.
We're just now looking at that pinup book.
Wow.
And that
Oh.
is why I use my phone or this new tablet. Tablet. Anyway, all right, you guys, we're gonna go because we got work to do. I gotta run to the post office and get some listings done. I'm in the middle of listing stainless steel pots and pans, which are on every surface known to man in my kitchen and dining room.
Cool. Make that money.
I got to get them out of here. Oh, and if anybody cares, I'm going to be the featured seller on Dominic Primetime Treasure Hunter. Does a featured seller every Sunday.
Wow.
And he's got over
stuff listed then.
I got almost 1,700 listings. I'm working on it. So I will be the featured seller this next Sunday.
That is cool.
So if you guys aren't members of that, don't worry about it. You can be. You don't have to be. But if you are a member, you can go, I'm trying to think. It is the Resource and Reselling Facebook group. That's the name of it. So anyway, work. I'm going to go dream about gardening. Oh, yes. I not that I needed to because I have 12 million of them anyway.
It's Gear Garden.
I got some seeds already, but I already have like 2 big, huge totes of them in my freezer from the years.
I love you. Goodbye, everyone.
So gardening is my thing. I just shut my landscaping business down last summer. Anyway, we're out of here. You guys all have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next week. And I should have a video out tonight. It'll come out tonight, tomorrow morning. So everybody have a great week. I love you. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Bye. I can figure this out.